Hey yo, is this thing on? Hey yo, what's up? It's your boy Rich, Southern Cali. The Outlaws are back. If you didn't know, now you know. This is the best show on the block. Guaranteed to be the best. Some else, some new, some original. Something to get you to break outside the box, restructure your mindset, reanalyze the norm, get you to think, implement, strategize, re-strategize, blueprint, put it all into effect, and see what you come up with, y'all. So anyways, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Hopefully having a great day, above beyond epic, better than average, better original, stupendous, glorious, blessed, amazing, phenomenal, and everything else that encompasses an amazing motherfucking life journey, y'all. So anyways, I'm on my road trip. It's Memorial Day weekend, and I'm going through the whole Memorial Day process, right? Let's just put it at that. So I wanted to break into like this short story, and then hopefully it'll inspire you to think about your scenario. How about that? So I'm gonna break it down. So I come from a little town, a little country town in the middle of nowhere, and basically there's nobody fucking there. Like a little ghost town in the middle of SoCal, all the way to the bottom, right next to the Mexican border, somewhere in the middle of nowhere. That's where I'm from. So when you look out into like life and reality, there isn't shit available. They're just not sure why. Let me flip the camera real quick. So of the environment. So when they say you could grow up and become anything you want, I was like, oh, fucking Bush or what? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck am I supposed to grow up to be? You know what I mean? Like Bush? Because in essence, there was nothing available. I don't know if I was the only one who fucking sat there thinking about this shit, but I mean, I could be a palm tree or I could be a fucking tumbleweed, but there wasn't any fucking real options growing up. So in this small location, right, there's a harvesting community. So you all seen all the videos and shit where you have all the Mexicans fucking going out into the fields and chopping it up and picking your fucking watermelons and cucumbers and your radishes and shit. So it could be fucking conveniently put on the grocery store fucking, and so you could pick it up and turn it into your meal for that evening, right? You've all heard the fucking story of the little Mexican savages out in the fucking fields, basically fucking it like a slave market out there and shit. It's the worst fucking job available, and it only lasts about 5 weeks. I think every seasonal pig harvest is about 5 weeks, and you're lucky if you get a fucking job. And most of the people who are employed, they happen to come from fucking Mexico. So for the locals from the United States who are fucking looking for a job, and at the bottom of the barrel, there ain't nothing else. Like, we're fucking forced to get that. We can't even get that shit. So if you're blessed enough to have like a family who supports you to go to like nursing school, or you went to the military and you when you came out you became a border patrol or a correctional officer at one of the 2 prisons out there, that's it. Those are the only good paying jobs. Everything else is like you work at fucking Circle K, you work at the donut shop, or you work in the fields harvesting, because there ain't fucking nothing else. So I ended up having kids, and me living up to the expectations of being my children's hero wasn't falling into place. If anything, I was fucking embarrassed about my circumstances. Like, I'm sitting there trying to fucking feed them dreams like I was fed. But I'm a realist, and I fucking can't go over there and shove fucking lies down their throat. It's really hard for me to fucking shove lies down my own fucking throat. a lot of the fucking people in this small community didn't like me. I don't fucking like them either, to be honest. But they didn't like me because I was wild, outrageous. I came across some stupid ass ideas. I was always fucking doing out of the ordinary shit when it came to entertainment and having fun. Because once again, there ain't fucking shit out there. You can't go to the mall. You can't go to clubs, dances, bars. You fucking can't go to the beach. You can't do fucking shit for entertainment. So I got caught up building explosives and fucking learning how to fucking drive stick shift, drifting my car, going fishing, hunting, shooting, blowing shit up, dirt bikes, go-karts, sand rails, fucking skating, biking, or fucking jumping out of my house, learning how to rappel, climbing off of the fucking mountain ranges out here in the middle of the fucking desert by myself, going for 10-mile fucking runs in the middle of the fucking summer at 120 degrees. I really just didn't give a fuck. I genuinely didn't get. Another one is my dad was like, you look crazy with your workouts. What I would do is I will go out into the street, because there ain't no fucking gym. I will go out to the street and I would jog 10 paces and I would drop and do 10 push-ups, and I would do that for fucking forever. And I would count up about 1,000 push-ups a day. And then after that, I would go for a good nice jog. Then I would come home and do some sit-ups. I mean, I was fucking in shape. I was in max fucking great shape, right? But my dad was like, hey, everybody thinks you're crazy because of them. Man, fuck you and them. How about that? How about none of you motherfuckers have the balls to come and talk to me to my face and shit? How come everybody fucking slandering me, talking fucking mischievous shit behind my back? And slander's a fucking crime. For one, keep my name out your motherfucking mouth. Mind your own business. Tend to your own motherfucking life. So I got really upset at the circumstances of the people in my environment getting in my motherfucking business, being nosy little fucking worthless motherfuckers. You know what I mean? With nothing else to do. So, I did the very best I could under my circumstances. Being fucking born into Nothingville. You can see the background, there ain't shit there. And then, one day, I decided to take a fucking humongous leap of faith. I said the worst thing that can happen to me is that I could give up and I could come back and I could fucking be just like everybody else. But I could take a risk because I didn't know anybody. I didn't know anybody in the cities. I didn't know anybody. I didn't have any resources. I didn't have family members, no friends, no connections. I don't come from a wealthy prestige family with the fucking silver spoon fucking in my mouth. I didn't have any money. I didn't have no fucking savings account. Nothing. What happened was fucking strange. I'll tell the story later. It doesn't fit in my fucking video. Right now, at least it doesn't. But I ended up getting a ride to Los Angeles and just basically getting dropped off. So I got a ride to Los Angeles. I got dropped off and I was basically homeless. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I never really ever been in Los Angeles before in my fucking life. I didn't know where I was at. I was like in Van Nuys area somewhere. So for 2 years, I basically wandered around LA like a traveling gypsy, homeless bum. And that life was better than the life I left. I didn't make a fucking phone call to my parents. I didn't look for nobody in my past. I miss my kids every day, but I was too stubborn to fucking come back a success story. I was gonna come back a fucking success story whether I liked it or not. Give a fuck about their opinion. I already left them in the past. I was gonna prove this shit to myself. So I spent 2 years as a homeless bum. It was better than hanging out with these motherfuckers. It was better than being a part of their community. It was better than fucking seeing their ugly ass faces every day. You know what I mean? All the members in those communities got on my last fucking nerve. On top of the law enforcement with their falsified testimonies and statements and shit and all the crap I got into out there. Fuck them. You know what I mean? The churches, right? Jesus saved my life. They took me in. They were great. I do have this personality that's very loving and sweet, but obviously you can tell that I do have a very, very bold personality, and I'm very mean when I want to be. So I would get in a lot of fights and a lot of bullshit, and I didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck about none of their feelings or opinions, nothing. So I left because I wanted to do something amazing for myself and my children and my parents, but you know, they weren't expecting me to like pay for their bills, stuff like that. So I took off to LA. I went MIA. My parents thought I was fucking dead for 2 years. They would go visit LA, the morgue and the police stations every weekend to see if I had showed up. Then they would go to all the fucking homeless encampments all over LA and turn it into like some type of family vacation and shit. To look for me half the day, and the second half they would go out and eat and kind of have like family time. But my dad said they did this shit for like 2 fucking years straight every weekend, and they couldn't find me. And the reason being is because I didn't want to be found. How about that? I know that phones exist, and I remember your phone number. I was sick and tired of your shit. I was so sick and tired of your fucking shit that it was better for me to have you feel like I was fucking dead than have you acknowledge me and be a part of your life. I was so sick and tired of your shit. I still don't talk to my so-called ex-family members. Fuck them, all of them. I have old friends. I haven't talked to them in a long time. I do miss some of them. Some of them, but there were a lot of people who I did get along with. They were great. They were great. They were really there for me. And when I do run into them, I really do enjoy having talks and conversations. I used to skate, biking, all kinds of shit. I did have good friends. But the struggle's real, so I had to get up and get out and do something with my life. I ended up in LA. And what happened was, it's fucking strange. I was going to a party on a Sunday. I partied a lot. I was a very bougie bum after a while. The people in LA took care of me. Not anymore. But there was a certain area of town people took care of me, and I made off pretty well as a bum. And I would scrape in anywhere from $102 to $300 a day, ounces of weed, fucking tall cans of beers. The homies would bring me ice chests full of beers, so I could stand there and kind of entertain the crowds as they came in all day. And my job was basically to be point man for the community. And I always had like clean clothes, deodorant, cologne. I would go into all the VIP venue parties. The girls and stuff, I would meet them where I was at. They'd come and donate gifts to me, breakfast, lunch, dinner money. But I was homeless, right? So I held up a sign that said free hugs. But I got to know everybody who would donate to me. And I would ask them for their name. I'd be like, can I get your name? They're like, why? I'd be like, because I want to pray for you. Because you came and you blessed me out of nowhere, so I'm going to spend the next hour or two just praying for you. That's what I'm going to do. Because you really made my day. I'm going to make it a point to sit here and really thank you. And ask God, I don't know if you believe in God or not, but ask God to bless you on my behalf. Thanks for blessing me. And that's how I made a lot of friends. People will come in and give me fucking 20s and $50 bills just so I can pray for them. Hey Rich, what up? Dog, I really need prayer. Here's $10. For real? Yeah, here's $10 so you can pray for me. So sometimes I would end up with like $300 in a day just from fucking prayer requests. People would pay me for prayer requests. And just come up and just bless me. And they would make breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or they would have leftovers, or sometimes they would make 2 meals and then they would come and share one with me. And we would have like dinner together. Some of the girls that were really nice. And So at some point I ended up in this position. So I was a really bougie bum, and this was the turning point, because these people and the network that developed ended up inspiring me to get on my feet, ended up inspiring me to get sober, ended up inspiring me to let go of the booze. They ended up inspiring me to get my life together. And one day, because I was on the run, right? So I was also on the run for 2 years from the legal system department. And one day I would pray to God, like, God, I'm sick and tired of my life. I want to quit all the alcohol and everything, and I want a new life. Can you please bless me? I want to be a family man. I want a sexy ass, loyal ass, fucking helpful ass, sweet ass wife, or 10 of them, because I'm open-minded to having multiple wives. You know what I mean? But God bless me with at least one of them. And if you want to bless me with children, please put me in the position where I'll be a great father and a great financial person for my family. And all this, right? And boom, I got fucking arrested the next day. My homie showed up, he gave me a bottle of Tito's vodka, and I drank the whole thing in like half an hour. I blacked out, I ended up getting arrested. I ended up in front of the judge, female, my lawyer, female, my helpers, females, everybody in there was a fucking female. It was great, beautiful women. They came, they asked me, what do you need, what do you want, because the DA don't like you, you're a very violent individual, and they don't want to release you, they want to put you away for a long time, you've been on the run for 2 years, it all stacked up against you, it's judgment day. So I go, honestly, I'm sick and tired of my life, I want to get sober. I heard that the court system has ways of helping criminals and individuals in my circumstances out. I would really like it if you would help me get into a program to get sober. And she looked at me and she said, yeah. And all the women got together and they did everything they could to put me into a program for a year. I ended up being sober, stacked up money, bought a car. Now I'm living on my own. I got my own 1-bedroom fucking apartment, bathroom, kitchen, all that shit, private fucking driveway for my car. I don't have to park on the street. I got all of my clothing, hygiene, money saved. My room is decorated. I started a YouTube channel and I started investing into equipment on the side. And I started planning and blueprinting and saving for the investment to open up a welding business and document everything on the YouTube channel. So I'm building up my YouTube channel and my equipment and getting all of this together so I could transfer all this into my next big venture, which is building a welding business from scratch. And showing y'all that it's completely fucking possible to fucking come from nowhere. Have no resources, have no help, have no support, have no friends, have no family, have no ties, nothing. Except your motherfucking imagination, your balls, and your ability to never look back and never quit on your dreams. You could go from nothing, homeless, eating out of the fucking garbage cans, y'all. You could go from eating out of the garbage cans to where I'm at now. Let me flip the camera and show you where I come from. That's where I come from. I come from fucking nowhere. I come from nowhere, out in the middle of the fucking desert, fucking Loserville. There ain't shit out there. There ain't fucking nothing out there. There ain't no water. There ain't no food. There's nothing for me out there. And a lot of the people in the community are stuck out there because they don't have the fucking courage to get the fuck up and start something for themselves from scratch. They don't have the fucking balls to be homeless for 2 years. They don't have the balls to hit up every fucking female as a homeless, nasty, stinky motherfucker and try and get you a girlfriend. And in the mix, hitting up thousands of fucking women and building some type of fucking supernatural network that ended up basically fucking getting me me $100 to $300 a fucking day of support, and I would spend it all. I would fucked up spend it all. Sometimes I would give money away and help out other people in need in my community because I was more like pay it forward. Whenever I would go to like these VIP venues and shit or whatever, well, obviously I had to pay my way in and such and whatnot. Anytime I wanted to drink liquor, anytime I wanted to go buy top shelf weed, that what they gave me the money for. They gave me the money for I could have a good time and have a good life. They were like, what up? I got no family, I got no friends, I got no support, I got no opportunities that come from fucking nowhere. I don't know what to do. I wish I could get a job. I got all these skills. I ended up fucking being embarrassed and ashamed of myself, and in the mix, alcohol fucking made me feel better. I'm only drowning my fucking sorrows in this shit. I really don't even like drinking. I drink because I'm fucking ashamed and embarrassed of myself. But I'm educated. And all I do is read books on my free time. And I save my money so that I can get like a shower every now and then, and I'm doing whatever. I have like a backpack kit full of fucking new clothes and stuff like that. Like I'm getting ready to get on my feet. All of a sudden my shit gets stolen. And then I have to rebuild it. I'm getting ready to get on my feet, and all of a sudden my shit gets stolen. Oh, I'm getting ready. Fucking mess, man. It was so difficult to get on your fucking feet. It was so easy to quit. It was so easy to give up and fucking drop a phone call and say, pick me up. I surrender. This is where I'm at. I'm gonna be laid out right here. I would dead ass gaunty. I would dead ass skinny. I didn't shave. I didn't comb my hair, cut my hair. Like I fucking didn't eat for fucking days and shit. And when I did eat, I ate out of the fucking trash can. I mean, there was times in this journey where it was the worst fucking situation of my fucking life. I slept outside in the open, exposed on the fucking curb. I didn't give a fuck. Right there, exposed on the curb. That's where I slept. And I woke up the next day, hunting a fucking better opportunity for myself. I did 2 fucking years, which is about 700 motherfucking days of this shit. I didn't give up. I'm so stubborn when it comes to success. I want it that bad. So when the opportunity showed up, boom, I grabbed it, and here I am. So for everybody out there who making fucking excuses, that's all I gotta say, man. For everybody out there making motherfucking excuses while you have so much available. You have so much available. You have family, you have friends, you have opportunities. You came from fucking financial abundance. You have education, you have everything available, and you're a fucking little bitch. I had nothing.